All right, what is up, everybody? So last week we got the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer, and with it came a couple questions because there's a lot of villains in that movie. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of villains in that trailer. Now, obviously, the official trailer, as you can see, has Boomerang in it, though. Now, just because the official trailer has Boomerang in it, I don't think that Boomerang is going to be the main villain of it. But I think a lot of people have been wondering who will be the main villain. Of all the Spider-Man villains who choose, who will be the villain of this fourth Spider-Man movie? Because, like, you've already done a lot. We've already done Goblin, we've already done Otto, we've already done kind of Venom, we've done Sandman, we've done Shocker, we've done a bit. We're about to do Scorpion and Tombstone, but they're in it. Scorpion, Tombstone, Boomerang, the Tarantula, and the Hand are all in this movie, right? They're all villains. But there's still no confirmation of who the main villain is going to be. Like, who is going to be the main person that Spider-Man is going to go up against? A lot of people are saying it might be Tombstone. I have heard rumors that Tombstone is going to be the one behind the strings. He's going to be the one behind the scenes putting things. He might have been the one who hired all these villains, like Boomerang, Tarantula, and others. He might be the one who hired Scorpion. He might also be the one who hired the Hand. Who knows? So a lot of people are saying it might be Tombstone, which honestly I wouldn't be mad at it. But also a lot of people are saying that it could be the Jacko. The Jacko, there's like apparently in the trailer, there was like an Easter egg, as you can see right here, that says the green Jacko. The Jacko is obviously a Spider-Man villain. Apparently, people are saying that he's going to be the main villain in Spider-Man Brand New Day. And honestly, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. Well, the Jacko is definitely not a popular villain per se. Like, he's definitely not top five at all. Like, obviously, he's nothing compared to your Doctor Octopus, your Green Goblin, your Venom in terms of like popularity. But from what I know about him, he actually seems like a cool villain to see on live action. Like, that will actually be. He actually sounds like a cool villain to see in a movie because apparently he's kind of like Man-Bat from Batman. Only thing is, if I like remember correctly, unlike Man-Bat, who most of the times he turns himself into a bat on accident, the Jacko does this on purpose. So he wants to look like that for some reason. I don't remember why, but like he wants to do that. He likes going like that. Like he apparently likes looking like that. So I don't know. Oh, and also apparently he was the one who cloned Gwen in the comics. So that's weird. And apparently he has a weird obsession with Gwen too, which I mean I don't know about that. I don't know about all of that. I don't know. I don't think we should bring that part in, and we're gonna adapt the character. And look at that. I think Jacko could be a cool main villain for Spider-Man, but it just depends on how they do him and like all the other villains around. Like, how are you going to use that exactly? Because there's so many other villains already. We already have Tombstone, we already have Scorpion, and other. How is Jacko going to be in there? And also, yeah, he's also responsible for the clone saga. He's the one who cloned Peter Parker, Ben Riley. Are we going to get Ben Riley in this? I don't think we're going to get Ben Riley in this, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe we might. We could, I guess, but I don't think we're going to get Ben Riley in this. It really just depends on how they use him. I really don't know how they're really going to use him, to be honest with you. I don't know. It could be like it could be the one point behind the strings because apparently you could hear Keith. That's who Jacko is. Who Keith Leaf is playing, or Keith Levitt. Keith Leaf, I think. He also voiced Tombstone in the Spectacular. Apparently, he's the one that's gonna be playing the Jacko or Miles Warren. Which, funny enough, in Homecoming, one of Peter's teachers had the last name Warren. Which maybe they could have been teaching this since like the very beginning, that the Jacko would have been a Tom Holland Spider-Man villain because they teased it all the way Homecoming. I'm just saying. So it could be cool seeing that finally pay off. And I think the Jackal could generally work. I would have, if I kind of would have wanted Tombstone to be the main villain, but Tombstone is apparently going to be have like future roles and all that. So honestly, it's not bad. Of course, the Green Jackal there, like that's such an obvious hand, only putting his name right there. Like I'm just saying. And I think he generally could be an interesting rivalry to Peter and Spider-Man. I think that would be really cool. So a lot of people are saying, yeah, he's the one whose voice we hear when he says like the spider's life cycle. I thought it was Tombstone, but the more I hear it, yeah, the more it sounds like Keith David or Keith Leves. And the more and people are saying that he's gonna be playing him. So like I actually would not mind him being the main villain because apparently the main villain was supposed to be like a female villain, but they just couldn't do that. They apparently just couldn't get the actress they wanted, so they decided to go with the Jackal. Maybe I don't know. I know we know that Jean Grey is in it. We know that the same character might be Jean Grey, but I don't think she's gonna be the villain. I think that because if some of the leaks say that she's really just running away from damage control, she's not purposely trying to do something evil or something like that. So she's not gonna be the one behind the Hand or behind Scorpion or behind uh, Tombstone or Tarantula or any of that. That could be Tombstone, but it could also be the Jackal, which I think would be kind of cool. I won't lie. Yeah, no, I think that this character just leads to a lot of cool potential stories we could do. Like we could just do a clone saga for the next movie. I mean, we're already doing the Man Spider for this movie, so having the clone saga for the next movie that would be interesting. I won't lie, that would be really interesting. But also, there's a lot of people saying that maybe the symbiote is going to be in this movie. That maybe in the end Peter's going to die or something, and then the symbiote will bind to Peter, or either that or the symbiote will bind to Scorpion. I don't know. We don't know what's going on with this movie, but I think Jacko being the secret main villain of Spider-Man Brand New Day, it's actually pretty a cool idea. I think that would work. I think that makes sense because the movie's about mutation and science and all that, I guess. And he's a scientist and all that, and he's also mutates into Jacko. So I think that could work. Now, are we going to see him turn to the Jacko and like actually fight Spider-Man? Probably not, but he could definitely still be like just his human form behind everything, maybe. And then in the end, it gets revealed or something like that. But yeah, we'll see. Honestly, I think that Jackal's like a huge villain potential because he kind of feels like Man-Bat and Hugo Strange into one character from Batman. Like from Batman, if you have Hugo Strange and Man-Bat into one, it kind of feels like this, kind of a little bit. I think he could definitely play that. He could obviously be a physical threat to Peter, but he could also be playing mind games with Peter. Like he's not just gonna be just a physical threat or mind game threat. He's generally gonna be a threat, like both ways. You know, he could challenge Peter in ways that another villain has so far, and we were like not just this version, but any other Peter that we haven't seen so far. So I think Jack will be the main villain. I think is a cool idea. So yeah, I hope it happens. So I think that would be pretty cool. So yeah, thank you for watching, and God bless.